Infobahn, HP team and all board members to be here for national anthem. Board members, Infobahn team and HP team, please be here for national anthem. HP team, please be on the stage. Who all are there from your side?
Amit is there.
Hello. Can we start the national anthem?
Yes.
Yeah. जन गण मन अधिनायक जय है भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय है भारत भाग्य विधाता जय है जय है जय है जय 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 है भारत माता की जय।
Good evening everyone. Members are requested to take their seats. सबने कहा सबने कहा दिशाएं अंध है, सबने कहा दिशाएं अंध है और हम सबने मान लिया कि सारे दरवाजे बंद है। सबने कहा दिशाएं बंद है और हम सबने मान लिया कि सारे दरवाजे बंद है। थोड़ी हिम्मत से आगे बढ़े, थोड़ी हिम्मत से आगे बढ़े तो पता चला विश्व तो अनंत है। So today we are here to explore our association, take it forward with the Infobahn and HP team with a very open mind. They have come up with a various new solutions and we should keep our mind open, listen them and understand what and how we can collaborate and take this our association forward. So that's the agenda, that's the aim for which we all are here today. लास्ट इन्फोबान का जो इवेंट था किसको याद है? किसको याद है? सबको याद है? कहां पे था? नोवाटेल में था। ओके, तो वो इवेंट अटेंड करने के बाद में अच्छा वो अटेंड करने के बाद में मुझे दो प्रॉब्लम आए। वो इवेंट अटेंड करने के बाद में आई फेस टू प्रॉब्लम। Next day morning when I got up and talking to my wife, I said, where is raita? Where is sweet dish? Where is pasta? तो मुझे बोला ये इन्फोबान का इवेंट नहीं है, आप घर पे हो. और सेकेंड चैलेंज मेरे को ये थी कि मेरे को घर में खाना खाने का टेस्ट नहीं आ रहा था. तो इट टुक मी 3 days टू सेटल डाउन. सो थैंक यू वेरी मच अवर एंड आनंद जी फॉर ऑर्गेनाइजिंग दैट इवेंट. वी ऑल रियली रिमेंबर दैट एंड थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर योर एक्सटेंडेड सपोर्ट एज यूजुअल. आज किस किस की मॉर्निंग अच्छी थी? हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू हैड अ गुड मॉर्निंग टुडे? All you had sent good morning messages to everyone? No. हाँ?
बैंड.
So कहा जाता है कि जिसकी सुबह अच्छी होती है उसकी शाम भी अच्छी होती है. और ये इन्फोबान टीम और एचपी टीम ने प्रूव किया है. So you all had a very good morning and evening too. लेकिन मेरे साथ थोड़ा अलग हुआ. मॉर्निंग में when I went for a walk, a senior citizen, very healthy citizen came and dashed me. और मैं गिरते गिरते बच गया. तो पीछे से उनकी वाइफ आके बोली, क्या हुआ, तुम तो बहुत लक्की हो. बोला अभी मैं गिर जाता था. He said पीछे तो 2 को गिरा के आए. So you are very lucky. तो मैं बोला आज थोड़ा संभल के चलना पड़ेगा. तो मैं बोला उससे अच्छा घर पे ही चला जाता हूँ. So when I was on my way to home, तो जो दूध वाला था वो साइकिल लेकर मेरे पे डैश किया. मैं बोला यार ये तो बड़ा प्रॉब्लम हो गया. बोलता यू आर वेरी लकी. मैंने बोला यार इतना डैश किया, अभी मैं मर जाता. बोलता ऐसे तो रोज मैं टेम्पो लेके आता हूँ, आज ही साइकिल लेके आया. सो वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग, गुड इवनिंग टू ऑल ऑफ यू. सो आई थॉट आज की इवनिंग भले मेरी सुबह खराब गई है, लेकिन आई कैन ब्लाइंडली ट्रस्ट इन्फोबान एंड एचपी टीम कि मेरी शाम तो अच्छी ही जाएगी. सो थैंक यू वंस अगेन ऑल ऑफ यू फॉर ज्वाइनिंग अस. तो मुझे पीछे से रोहन ने कहा, डू यू नो व्हाई सो मेनी पीपल आर प्रेजेंटेड हियर टुडे? डू यू नो व्हाट इज द रीजन व्हाई ऑल आर हियर इन अ बिग नंबर्स? नहीं, क्योंकि उनको एक गलत मैसेज गया था कि आज एसीपीएल का ऑप्शन है. So that is the reason वो बोलता है बहुत लोग ज्यादा आए. Thanks रोहन. So going forward, a 20-year boy asked our next presenter, when can I start my business? A 20-year boy asked next presenter, when can I start my business? And the presenter said, you are too young to start the business. He said, how come? I am 20 and you started at 18. He said, जब मैंने बिजनेस शुरू किया था तभी मैं किसी को पूछने को नहीं गया था. अगर तुम पूछोगे तो कभी शुरू नहीं कर पाओगे. So you have to have a guts to start the business, and all you entrepreneurs really had a guts, and that's the reason you all are in the business. Yes. So with this, I would like to invite our young and dynamic Mr. President Bharat Chheda for the ASIRT presentation. Please welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. I have the mic. Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Everybody, last benchers, can you hear me? Good evening, everyone. आज अटेंडेंस का एक सीक्रेट और भी है. हर्षद भाई कहाँ गए? हाँ नहीं, आज अटेंडेंस का एक सीक्रेट और भी है. द वेन्यू, काफ़ी टाइम से सेंट्रल लाइन में हमारा कोई इवेंट हुआ नहीं था. तो आई कैन सी सम ऑफ द फेसेस विच आर रेयर हु आर कमिंग फ्रॉम द सेंट्रल लाइन. अजय जी, थैंक यू फॉर कमिंग. सुजीत जी, नाइस टू सी यू सर. एंड ऑफ कोर्स लॉट ऑफ अदर, yeah, keep coming. Of course, Anand sir is there. It's not just central line. ये तो first time आ रहे हैं. तो अच्छा, second time. Okay. So very special welcome to Anand sir of Infobahn. So Of course, most of us have gone through this presentation, so I won't take much time. I'll run through very quickly. So for those who are new and those who are coming for the first time, ASIRT is a 12-year young organization. We have 250 members and we have completed 120. So this is the 120th Tech Day. और टेक डे के अलावा अपना टेक एज, अपना सिनर्जी, अपना ACPL और अपना सोशल्स, ये सब गिन के आप देखोगे ना, वी हैव क्रॉस मोर देन 140 इवेंट्स in 12 years. So practically we are doing one event every month, non-stop. So that's really great achievement. Thank you. We have 8 consortiums, so we have divided these 250 members across 8 consortium so that they can meet regularly and do collaborative business. And of course the cumulative turnover, I am mentioning 4,000 crore here, but a lot of people saying, Bharat bhai, ye 5,000 ke upar chala gaya. So whatever may be, this is what I am mentioning. The cumulative turnover across all the members is more than 4,000 crore. So these are the core programs. These are various programs which we conduct. Our core programs are Tech Day, which you are attending today. Consortiums, we'll talk about it later. And Synergy, those who have attended Synergy in the 1st and 2nd of August. How many have not attended? Sorry. Okay, so for those who have not attended, we'll have a small recap. I'm sure I want to make you feel you have missed something. Okay. And of course, we have this ACPL, which is Cricket Premier League. We do a lot of family events. And of course, anniversary celebration, I'm sure everybody attends it. And we have Pulse, which is an quarterly newsletter. And recently we have started CEO Goshti, which is a business coaching sessions. So I was talking about consortium. So those who are not part of any consortium, please get in touch with any of the board member and ensure that you are included in one of the consortium. It's a very, very dynamic place, a place where you can do a lot of collaboration, do a lot of business together, and of course you will develop very strong bonding and friendship. Of course, ACPL, I already told you, ACPL happens in February 1st week, but the preparation will start in October. So we get ready. I mean, I can see smile from Kaustub's face. He is one of the youngest, fittest and youngest player. Okay, so those who are interested in cricket, you can expect auction in month of October. So these are the 2 words, key words for those who are new. What, if you have to define ASIRT in 2 words, these are the 2 words: collaboration and friendship. A lot of business happens within that consortium, within the ASIRT members, where we don't just, though most of us are competitors in a way, we are all system integrators, yet we collaborate and we do a lot of business together. Okay, and of course the kind of friendship that you will enjoy. Anand sir, आप एक बार आओगे ना, अभी आप बार-बार आओगे, इतना guarantee है मेरा. So those who are new, do attend all the sessions, and you will see that there are a lot of friends around. These are the media partners. Now we are very strong. We are very strong in our PR activities. So these are the various media partners that we have, and we engage with them on monthly basis. Whatever events we do, they give a lot of coverage to us. And those who have attended Synergy, there were, all of this were present there, and we have got a lot of exposure. How many of you are? Anyway, I'll come back to that. The next slide is. These are the 2 important IDs. Grievance at ASIRT.in. In case you have any grievance related to vendors or anything, you can write on that. And of course, members.asirt.in is for your marketing your products and services. Ensure that when you use members.asirt.in, put it into BCC, not into 2 or CC. So we are present on all the social media: Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Insta. So my question was, how many of you have liked Facebook pages of ASIRT? So, okay, LinkedIn. How many of LinkedIn is even lesser? Okay, YouTube का तो बात ही नहीं करूँगा फिर मैं. Insta तो अभी शुरू किया हमने. So my sincere request to all of you is, just search for ASIRT India. Any of this will land up on ASIRT page. Please at least like. If you don't want to do anything else, at least just like or follow the page. But because see, अपना ASIRT is not a business organization, but still अपना कुछ business है. अपना business क्या है? ASIRT का business क्या है? No. ASIRT का business क्या है? No. Business मतलब क्या है? कुछ कमाना पड़ता है ना. तो ASIRT का business क्या है? Membership. And second, sponsorship. अपना दो ही business है और दोनों business के लिए अपना social media presence या all this media presence is very, very important. So I sincerely request all of you to go to these pages of ASIRT, like and follow. These are various WhatsApp groups. It's a very strong communication channel for the members. If you're not part of any of the group, again, you contact us, we'll add you. So those who are, everybody is a member here, but just for your information, we have 3 categories: fellow distributor patrons and corporate patrons. So I just want to run through this. So for patrons, there are privileges like they can get special pricing on sponsorship rates, they can distribute marketing collaterals, and of course, they can do all the marketing activities. And the corporate patron, there is one more thing which is you can get the first line. You can get a silver sponsorship free along with the corporate membership. So these are the fees: 7,000. Distribution patron is 40,000 and corporate is 1,25,000. So these are our current corporate members. Kunar Peripherals, anybody is present from Kunar? Yeah, he is there. Thank you for being our patron. Infobahn, of course, has been our patron for a long time. Apurva Computers, anybody from Apurva Computers? CVM Cloud, anybody from CVM Cloud? Okay. So these are our current corporate members. And these are our distribution patrons. I won't be taking names, it's a long list. So again, thanking all the patrons, corporate as well as distribution patron, for supporting us. Now this is a recap for those who have missed Synergy. And do miss it. Thank you very much. With that, I end my presentation and I welcome HP and Team Infobahn to take this further. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, for the lovely presentation and memories. Was this refreshing? आवाज मेरा भी लो है, तुम्हारा भी लो है. Was this refreshing? Yes. Oh, great. More refreshing, over refreshing. So a 7-year boy went to a supermarket with his mother, and he was staring on the jar of chocolates, full of chocolates. Mother was buying groceries and child was just staring near the cash counter. The jar was there. The person who was at the cash counter had asked him, "Do you need chocolates?" He said no. He was still staring. His mother came and saw him staring at the chocolates. Again, the cashierman asked him, "Do you need chocolates, beta? You like chocolates? Should I give you chocolates?" Then, boy looked at his mother and said no. But then, the cash counter man said, "Open the jar and ask him to take the chocolates." At last, his mother said, "Take beta chocolates." The boy denied. The boy denied. He said, "I don't want chocolates." And what happened? The cashier put his hand in the jar, took out the chocolates, and gave it to the boy. And then, mother asked her, "Why you did not take the chocolates?" तो बोला, "मेरा हाथ तो छोटा है, अंकल का हाथ बड़ा था." So please help me welcoming this boy, who is none other than Anandji, who is wise and witty. Anandji, please welcome.
Good evening. After a wise and witty and a dashing presentation by Harshad Bhai, I don't know whether I'll be able to do any justice to being here. Okay. But what Bharatji also said, he used a very important term, which is collaboration. We are all here to... So we are all here in business for a long time, and without collaboration, there is no business with each other, right? So what we are also looking at is we are looking at collaborating with all of you. I wouldn't want to, these guys had told me that you make a small presentation about Infobahn and all. I really don't want to do too much about it, but I'll just give you a brief of what we do. We started in the year 2000, 97, 98 mein chalu kiya tha, but private limited company, we started in the year 2000. Out of a small 200 square feet Mahada office in Andheri East. And from there, we started as a small SI. Us time pe hum hi order lete the, hum deliver karte the, and from there we have grown to wherever we are today. We started our distribution journey in the year 2014. Till then, we were more focused on end customer business, and we were also growing at that point in time. We started our distribution journey from 2014, so it's about 10 years that now we've been in the business of distribution. And when it comes to distribution, we majorly are doing HPI, which is your desktop, laptop, end user computing products, whether it is desktop, laptop, workstations, those products, and the HPE product line, which is your server storage product line. So these are what we do in the distribution space. When it comes to our SI piece, I think, can we go to the next slide? मेरे हाथ में ही है. So we look at business today, IT business, because all of you are system integrators. The first three pillars are majorly a part of what we all do. Okay. we've just tried to put it into 4 pillars. The fourth pillar is a little different, which is not a standard IT pillar, but we are engaged in that pillar as well. So the way we see any corporate customer who is doing buying, one that he requires IT in his data center. Today, a lot of people are consuming IT infra from the cloud. So whether it is a private cloud or a public cloud, so we work in that space, which is the hybrid cloud solutions that we work in. The second pillar for us is the intelligent edge. So today what is happening is most of the customers are having their branch offices, they have their factories, they have their warehouses, they have their retail presence. So this is the edge of the organization, and a lot of IT is getting consumed at the edge as well. पहले क्या होता था कि जो सर्वर स्टोरेज वो था सब डेटा सेंटर में सिर्फ कंज्यूम होता था. आज के दिन में ये एज पे भी बहुत सारा IT कंजम्पशन हो रहा है. So that's the second pillar where we work. Okay. The third pillar is what we are going to be concentrating today on, which is your workspace. Post-COVID, what has happened is every worker in every organization has become a hybrid worker. A worker works out of minimum 3 places, which is his home, his office, and maybe a coffee shop. All places he sits and works. So जो एक प्री-कोविड एरा था जहाँ पे एक आदमी डेस्कटॉप लेके घर ऑफिस में बैठ के काम करता था, बाद में घर जाता था या छोटा लैपटॉप लेके करता था, एंड पोस्ट-कोविड एरा, this is two different kind of working for people, and because the working has changed, the devices that they are using is changed, right? And we have seen this in COVID, like a lot of refresh came up in COVID. We all did a lot of business during COVID. Why did that business come in? Is because the older devices were not sufficient enough for people to do their current work. And the current work was not sitting at one place, but working out of multiple places, doing meetings on Teams, doing meetings on Zoom, which were collaborative meetings and such kind of meetings. So a lot of, so all the workforce today is hybrid. And from a device standpoint, the IT has changed. From security standpoint, the IT that they are consuming is changed. Okay. So whatever comes under this pillar, we are doing a lot of product lines under the hybrid workforce pillar. And the last pillar is a little different for us, is what we do is digital signage solutions, wherein any corporate who wants to create his own signage network, we work with them. We don't work in the OH space, but we work in along with corporates who want to create their own signage networks. Just to give you a small example is all the retail, like West Side. If you have gone to any West Side store, the entire digital elements that are there in these West Side stores, which are all connected video walls, which are controlled centrally, are done by us. Most of the Mercedes showrooms we are doing. So all the digital elements in those, like these active LED walls, we do those. And these are all, we don't do individual single ones. We do wherever it is networked and controlled centrally. So that's the fourth pillar where we work. Okay. Now, what is, for us, हम सब यहाँ धंधा करने आए, तो हमें ये देखना है कि हमें आगे धंधा कहाँ करना है, what is it that is changing. So the biggest thing that is coming is AI. सब लोग आज के दिन में, they are all talking about AI. But do we really know what we want to do in AI? We don't know, right? We don't know what we want to do in AI, what are the use cases, how do we, encash this opportunity that is there in front of us. So basic thing that I can tell you is the end user devices. What Microsoft is doing is they have introduced something called as Copilot. Okay, they have introduced Copilot in the OS. They've got Copilot for Office 365. Now this is going to change. Again, just जैसे कोविड ने लोगों की काम करने की स्टाइल चेंज की है, again Copilot changed the way a lot of people will work. And this change is going to drive a lot of business for all of us again. कोविड 2020 में हुआ था, जो 2020 में लोगों ने मशीन खरीदे थे, they have already done 4 years. So they will come for a refresh, which is a natural refresh, plus Windows 11 and Copilot coming in. This will drive a big change in the market, and this will throw a huge opportunity for all of us to encash, right? So AI is the big thing in it, and it's the big thing in end user computing. Matlab, in data center space also it will be a big thing, but right now today our event is focused around end user computing, so we'll talk about that, and I'm sure Sarthak will talk more about it and what is HP doing from a device standpoint. Microsoft, you know what is doing in Copilot. I need not take you through this. So this is going to change the way business is happening. The other thing that AI will do is it will require a lot of processing power on the device. So your average selling prices of devices will go up. People will ask you for machines which are with higher processors. Intel has already launched the new range of machines. Everybody is in the race. HP or all the competitors are in the race to make AI PCs. And the most interesting thing that is also happening is, I can see most of you are in my age bracket. So for us, it was only Intel, right? For years. Last 3 years, we have seen what AMD has done. AMD from a very small market share has gone to, say, about 25 to 30%. Sarthak, correct me if I'm wrong. 30% market share? 30% PC market share is with AMD. And now there is going to be a third player who is going to come in. Can anybody tell me which is the third player who will come in there? No. From a processor standpoint. Snapdragon, Qualcomm. So Qualcomm will enter, and Qualcomm will again be a game changer. All these OEMs will launch machines with Qualcomm CPUs, and it will again be a game changer the way. So जो एक प्रोसेसर का गेम हुआ करता था, वो भी on Windows platform at least 3 processors का गेम होगा. And in this space, when AI is coming in with multiple processors are going to come in, the customer is going to get confused, and he will not know what is going to be there. Which any obstacle that a customer faces is an opportunity for all of us. So all of us will have to again get into the mode of consulting, solutioning with the customer rather than just fulfilling and selling. And I'm sure all of you are, this is the name of the organization is ASIRT. So all of us are system integrators, and we are all well versed with the consulting part. So this is what is a big opportunity for us, and we will have to take it up as a consultant to solve this problem with the customer and thus grab the opportunity. So that's all that I would want to leave you all with. And today we have got a very smart guy who is going to present, Sarthak. He will take us through all the range of laptops and the mobile workstations that HP has. One more thing which is very interesting that is changing is customers are looking at a lot of additional services, or customers environment में उन्हें proactive services चाहिए rather than reactive services. We are all used to giving reactive services. Customer का problem आया, call attend किया, solve किया. Now customer wants visibility into his infrastructure to see what all problems will come and how can I solve them proactively. So HP has launched a lot of digital services along with the products. Okay, these services will be sold separately, so it is an additional opportunity for all of you to sell these services and make additional money. And once you sell these services to your customer, the customer is then, in your control. Because every time that he will have to buy a new machine, he will have to buy that service because that's what is deployed in his organization. So if you are able to position these services well and sell these digital services, it will A, increase your margins, B, give you stickiness to the customers. So please have a look at these digital services also by seeing how you can build your business around it. Okay. Thanks a lot. That's it. And with this, I want to welcome. Okay.
Thank you very much, Anandji. So what I gather from the presentation is, हम सब यहाँ किसके लिए है? हम सब यहाँ किसके लिए है? हाँ? इन्होंने कुछ बोला था, हम सब यहाँ धंधा करने आए हैं. Okay. So we all are here for the business and catch the opportunity and customer loyalty. That's what if we want our customer to stick to us, we have to work on it very well. तो कस्टमर के साथ लॉयल्टी चाहिए तो क्या करना चाहिए? If you want a loyalty with the customer, if you want customer to be loyal to us, तो हमको, how many of you feel कि customer को हमें समझाना चाहिए that this is your problem, this is your problem? How many of you feel that हमको customer को समझाना चाहिए? कोई नहीं? None? तो क्या करना चाहिए? We don't have हमको कस्टमर को समझाना नहीं है, we have to कस्टमर को समझना है. That's the difference between समझाना and समझना. Because if you understand customer, then you will be able to deliver better and you will have a customer loyalty. That's what the customer wants. So are you all successful? क्यों आवाज नहीं आ रहा है? Friday evening है और आवाज नहीं आ रहा है. Are you all successful? Okay. So to become a successful, is successful enough for us? In our life, if we become a successful, is it enough for us? No? More success and more success. So what you need along with the success is sarthak. What you need along with the success is you have to be sarthak. So what is the meaning of sarthak? लाइफ में हम जो भी काम करते हैं ना, वी हैव टू बी पर्पसफुल, वी शुड बी सर्विंग द पर्पस, वी शुड बी मीनिंगफुल, राइट, इन आवर लाइफ. सो इफ यू वांट टू बिकम अ सक्सेसफुल, यू हैव टू बी सार्थक. अदरवाइज सिर्फ सक्सेस के पीछे भागते जाएंगे एंड वी विल नॉट बी गिविंग बैक एनीथिंग टू द सोसाइटी, टू द वर्ल्ड एंड ऑल. सो आज का ये सार्थक लर्निंग है. सो अलॉन्ग विद द सक्सेसफुल, आई वॉन्ट ऑल यू टू बी सार्थक and making your life more meaningful and purposeful. With this, I would like to call the Sarthak Sagal. Please welcome Sarthak.
Hi everyone, a very good evening. Thank you so much for such an informal introduction. My formal introduction is that my name is Sarthak. I lead laptop as a product line for HP for the West region. So today's session would be all around AI, right? AI is a buzzword. We have heard this word a lot, right? In a lot of places, in a lot of sessions. Wherever you go, you will learn about, or you will read about, or you will listen about AI as a word, right? But what AI mean for us as an organization, and what AI, how we are trying to execute or implement AI in our devices, and how AI will impact your life. My today's session will be briefly about that. I will not emphasize a lot on the technical aspect of AI. I'm sure you guys would know better than me around it. So I would try to focus in on the use cases about AI, right? Yeah, next slide, please. I have a clicker. Points where your daily work, your daily day-to-day life, how it will be impacted with AI, and how HP will become essential in that day-to-day change. It has skipped a lot of slides. Yeah.
कश्यप साहब, आपसे ना छोटा ऐसे टाइप का एक शिकायत टाइप है हमको आपसे, ज्यादा नहीं. आपने वासेपुर में हमको कट्टा, बारूद, बम, ये सब कुछ आपने दिया. हमने
So why would I show a very, very informal video in an formal setup and we are talking about AI? Can someone guess why is this video very relevant to AI? Anyone can guess. Someone said that the voice changed. Similar to that, but can someone guess more? So that guy was mimicking, right? He was mimicking someone. Ideally, AI is mimicking human brain, right? in one line, if I have to define what AI does, its utmost end goal is that it mimics human brain. It behaves the same as a human brain works, right? So if I have to explain, it's the best video to explain. Now you would have heard AI on cloud for a very long time. ऐसा कोई भी AI application नहीं है जो cloud पे नहीं काम करता है, right? You would have used multiple applications. For example, as rightly told by Anand sir, right, that you are using ChatGPT, Copilot, there are multiple softwares. Those are there in the market right now, but all of those softwares are cloud based. You gather data from the cloud, right, and then you execute the entire processing happens on the cloud, right? But now why AI on end user devices? And so I will divide it into three parts. Why AI on end user devices, why HP is trying to emphasize on AI on end user devices, and what is the future for AI devices. So those will be the three verticals that we'll quickly try to cover, right? So AI on end user devices is important. Why? I will first show you a video, a small clip from Andrew Ng. Who is he? He was the former president of Google Brain, which was the first AI engine organization under the parent Google company, and he will explain it in a very smart way that why AI would be there on end user devices. Can you just play it from the, I don't think so this is working. It is not working.
Let me illustrate an example. Many weekends, I drive a few minutes from my house to a local pizza store to buy a slice of Hawaiian pizza from the gentleman that owns his pizza store. And his pizza's great, but he always has a lot of cold pizza sitting around, and every weekend some different flavor of pizza is out of stock. But when I watch him operate his store, I get excited because by selling pizza, he is generating data, and this is data that he can take advantage of if he had access to AI. AI systems are good at spotting patterns when given access to the right data, and perhaps an AI system could spot if Mediterranean pizzas sell really well on a Friday night, maybe could suggest to him to make more of it on a Friday afternoon. Now you might say to me, hey Andrew, this is a small pizza store, what's the big deal? And I say to the gentleman that owns this pizza store, something that could help him improve his revenues by a few $1,000s a year, that will be a huge deal to him. I know that there is a lot of hype.
Apologies guys, I don't think so the video will work that fine with the system. So let me just explain you the video. I think you would have seen the overview of the video, right? What he's trying to explain is that all the AI application that is currently in the market is meant for all. When I say meant for all, that's a benefit, right? Absolutely, it's a benefit that it can cater to a large number of customers. It is a scalable application. As a software organization, when you think it is the best thing ever, right? That you create a software, but which is scalable to all, it can work on all industries. But AI, on the other hand, requires a lot of flexibility and adaptability. An AI application, whether it can be scalable to all, will not fulfill all the needs. Why? Because AI application in future, if we want to create a use case out of it and if you want it to be used by everyone, it should be specific to the use cases, right? So that guy tries to explain with a very simple example of a pizza store that let's say in future, a pizza store wants to use an AI application. Can he use an AI application maybe created by Microsoft? No. The unit economic doesn't make any sense. He will never be able to afford that software, right? Second, he will not be able to afford an AI team which can create an AI software, right? Third, he cannot create that infrastructure which will support an AI ecosystem, right? So what he can afford? He can afford a laptop which he is already using. He can afford an IT ecosystem which he is already using. So in those ecosystems, you will require to have AI based capabilities so that he can try to use AI for his own needs, right? Now the biggest myth is that AI requires a huge amount of data to analyze anything. It doesn't work like that. Yes, if your use case wants that, obviously you would require huge amounts of data. But if your use case is very limited to your own conventional data, for example, in the pizza store, he would require data only for his store. कि हर फ्राइडे, हर मंडे टू फ्राइडे कितने पिज्जाज बिक रहे हैं और कौन सी रेसिपी ज़्यादा बिक रही है, राइट? ही वुड ओनली रिक्वायर दैट काइंड ऑफ डेटा. He wouldn't require वर्ल्ड में कितने पिज्जाज बेचे जा रहे हैं, because that will not even cater to his need. He doesn't require that kind of data, right? So when the scalability or adaptability will happen on that micro level, then you will require AI on end user devices, and that's the future, right? AI cannot be for everyone, all the application. It will be customized to everyone's need, right? And there HP will play a very, very pivotal and important role. Now we have come up with our G11 series, which comes with Ultra series, Intel's Ultra series processor. Now what is different in other processors versus Ultra series processor, right? So पहले processors में दो component होते थे सिर्फ, right? A CPU and a GPU. CPU in simple term had to do a processing part, right? Simple task को process करना है. GPU का simple execution was that whatever CPU processes, it displays on the screen. Initial GPU was only required for that. Yes, and then the GPU evolved, AMD created Radeon Pro, Intel created Xe graphic card, which also complemented CPU. But in a layman language, this was the definition of a CPU and a GPU, right? Now, Intel has launched a third component, which is known as NPU. Full form is Neural Processing Unit. It is already there in a lot of servers. When you see high-end cloud infrastructures, NPU was already there, but now we have tried to create that in a mobile processor, right? Now what this NPU will do, it will execute AI-based application. So it will have two benefits. One, your CPU will not be overworked while executing those AI application, and second, those AI application will have a dedicated component to get executed on, right? So in both the ways, the performance will get drastically improved in your ecosystem, right? Can you help me with the next slide, please? Again, yeah, just keep on changing the slide. It has animations, you can just keep on changing. Just click again and again. Yeah, one more. Yeah, one more. Yeah. So day-to-day life, right? That you wake up in the morning, you see your calendar, you see what are your meeting invites, which meeting to accept, which meeting to deny, which is the meeting which is making sense, what are the notes that you would have taken from your previous meeting. All those daily activities that you can do, now AI can do, right? It can schedule your meetings, it can take notes of your meeting, it can do n number of other things based on your usage. Now for those applications, those AI applications to work on, you would require a processor which can execute or a machine which can execute those software. HP will be that machine which will be able to execute those software. Next slide, please. Yeah, you can keep on clicking. Now the use case, because your next question can be कि सार्थक ठीक है AI तो सब चलता है, but आज के organization में which are the people which will use AI, right? Will a knowledge worker or an entry level employee will use AI? Absolutely yes. So the computing part will be divided into two broad umbrella terms. One will be the modern compute, and second one would be the performance compute. So the modern compute would come under the use case of use AI. People who will be using AI for their own benefits and day-to-day shenanigans, like working on an Excel, analyzing certain Excel files, again scheduling a meeting, all those daily day-to-day activities done by an administrator or an entry-level work, right? The performance compute will have two use cases: create AI and create with AI. People who will create AI applications and people who will use AI to create AI applications, right? So those three broad use cases will fall under two broad umbrella terms. When we are talking about modern compute, where HP laptops or desktops will come into picture, because these are entry level users, they would not require very heavy performance AI machine, but yes, they would require an AI machine to do basic AI capabilities. The second part is performance compute, where you will require excessive performing AI machines which can create AI application. In this, workstation class of machines will come into place. Second slide, please. Yeah, so this would be our series. People who would have been using HP or who have been pitching HP for a long, you would know our series name. I will not go deep into what is 400, 600, 800 series. But apart from 200 series, AI machines will be available cut across 400 series to 1000 series. So all our high performing machines or at least mid-level entry-level machine will come with Ultra series processor in our G11 series. So you would have a plethora of options of choosing which AI machine to suggest, buy for yourself, to your employees or for other organizations, right? We will not be launching AI PC on our entry level machine, which is our 200 series. It will still be on 13th generation processors, will not have AI based processors in that. And similarly on our extreme premium machine, which is Dragonfly, will still stick to a 13th generation processor. In between we have launched AI processors. Now the second thing, please change the slide. Now the second part is that I have covered modern compute with my laptop series, right? What about performance compute? Performance compute will comprises of workstation class of machines, desktop workstation and mobile workstation. When people require, when I talk about the create with AI use case where people will use AI applications to create AI, they might not be able to do it on a laptop because it will require very high computing like a 128 GB of RAM, some 12 GB of graphic card. Those kind of computations will only be done on desktop workstations. So obviously again we have Z4, Z6, Z8. So we have high class workstations, we have the most expandable workstation in our product line. So rest assured, obviously in workstation class of machine you would require durability of the product. Again, we are the best in the industry. And again, I will not go deep into the technicalities of it. Please change the slide. Similar to our desktop workstation, we have mobile workstations. Again, we have entry level to extreme powerful mobile workstation. So you have a 14-inch entry level workstation to a 16-inch power workstation which can accommodate up to 6 GB of graphic card on a laptop, right? So we have full range of laptops, desktops, workstation to cater your need of AI capabilities and AI assistance to other customers. Please change this slide, please. Next slide, please. So talking about Copilot, right? The answer already have touched upon it, but what has changed with HP devices? Starting Ultra series, all our machine will come with an embedded Copilot key. By just click of a button, you can access Copilot, right? And as we all know, Copilot is the most powerful generative AI assistant that is available in the market right now. Second slide, please. Again, now you can ask it, सार्थक ये सब तो ठीक है, तो Microsoft कर रहा है, ये Intel कर रहा है. What HP is doing, right? HP is trying to create an ecosystem where Intel, Microsoft, and our own applications can improve our productivity of the machine, right? So we are not only dependent on Intel कि ठीक है, Intel के प्रोसेसर पे कोई application जब आएगी तो आएगी. We are trying to create our own application to improve the performance of your end user hardware. How we are trying to use that? For example, HP Smart Sense. We have created a software known as HP Smart Sense, which optimizes your fan speeds and your performance so that overall performance of your laptop improve based on your usage. So it uses AI that अगर आपको particular application में let's say ज़्यादा power लगता है and rest of the application you don't require that much power, it will automatically equates performance to those applications where you will require more power. It will increase the fan speed when you require more power. It will decrease the fan speed when you require less power to optimize the entire performance of your laptop. Next slide, please. So Copilot entry level will be bundled with our laptop, but Copilot Plus, for that you will have to buy a subscription separately, yes. Yeah, second part is that you might know that we have acquired Poly as an organization, so all our Ultra series machine will come with Poly Studio. So the second part that okay, AI application exists, what's more, right? So as we all know, as rightly told by everyone here on the desk before me, that collaboration will be a very important and pivotal point in everyone's IT journey, right? You will be doing a lot of hybrid work, organization will be doing a lot of hybrid work, so collaboration feature will become very, very important. Please next slide. So Poly Studio will bring that collaboration features. So all these models will come by default with an application known as Poly Camera Pro, right, which will give features like auto framing. When you move left, the camera will move right. If you move right, the camera will move left. You will always be at the center of the screen. Water ink mark on your screen when you're doing a video call. You can blur the background. You can do multiple things. You can adjust the length of your face. You can do n number of AI based things using that particular application, and it will come by default. We will not charge anything from anyone. It will come by default from 400 series, right? Next slide, please. Now dynamic color tuning, again an AI based application which will come bundled with our certain laptop, not all but with certain laptops. It will automatically tunes the background color whenever you are doing a video call with an organization. Change the slide, please. Again, reiterating that we are trying to make our PC smart. When we are using AI as a burst term, we want to include everything which will make our PC or system smart. Next slide, please. Right. Now your next question can be that AI है, तुम तो काम कर रहे हो, but what is the ISV ecosystem, right? अगर softwares को ही AI की ज़रूरत नहीं है, then why will they shift to an AI based end user devices, right? Softwares will never create those applications, then why will we need it? So you are right. If you will ask me very candidly, right now today, are there many software vendors which will use an NPU to process? No. For that matter of fact, Copilot also doesn't require NPU to work, right? But in 6 months, definitely not, because a lot of ISVs are working on creating application which will only work on NPU. For example, when we talk about Poly Camera Pro, this Poly Camera Pro requires an NPU to work. It doesn't work on a normal application. Can you please change the slide? Again, DaVinci Resolve, which is a very famous video editing app, they have already launched a software version which uses NPU to work, and it is almost 20% faster than the normal processor. So if you are using DaVinci Resolve on an AI PC versus DaVinci Resolve on a normal PC, you will get a 20% better performance on the software. So the software ecosystem has already started creating. You will require Ultra series processor to get that kind of performance. Please, next slide, please. It's okay if the video doesn't work. Yeah. Third part is that in a lot of organization that you will be talking to, right? Large organization. The biggest thing, if you guys read some financial reports of these organizations, the biggest investment that they are trying to do is on sustainability, to reducing their carbon footprint, right? And IT assets are one of the largest carbon footprint creators in any organization. So what we have done, at least, that we have focused on creating those kind of machine which releases less carbon footprint. I can vouch for that. It's a publicly available information that HP PCs are the least product carbon footprint with any of the competition right now in the market. We have put a lot of investments in using the right kind of material which can be recycled, and to be very honest, because of which when you see our refurbished programs also, they are very aggressive, they are very attractive because of the material that we are currently using. Please, next slide. So that's it from me, guys. Thank you so much for your time and effort. If you have any questions, I will be more than happy to answer it right now. Yes, sir, please.
So you mentioned the AI creators.
Yeah.
Now when I look at it, you said that there is no laptop currently which can be used by the AI creators.
Create with AI. So you require a AI application, and you are creating an AI application also. So there might be a probability that you would require a very, very high RAM or graphic intensive machine.
Teams
Yeah.
which are there for some of the AI developers who are currently working
Yeah.
only on the laptops. Do you mean that that's an opportunity where they have to actually replace it with the desktop?
So there will be again two use cases. One will be create with AI. Those people will still use laptops. So people who are working to create AI application, but they are doing it through coding or let's say conventional methods, which is already there right now in the market. Right? They're using conventional methods and creating AI application. For example, when someone was creating ChatGPT, there was no AI software there to create ChatGPT. But now, for example, in future, maybe people start working on algorithms of ChatGPT. to create something more powerful than ChatGPT, then maybe laptop will not work. But in the current scenario, people who want to create an AI application with the conventional methods, I think laptop will be able to work. But yes, using an AI application to create an AI application, like creating very powerful AI application, you would require.
Yeah, because if you look at the teams which actually the Da Vinci team,
Yeah.
similar kind of products and similar kind of things where they want to use, they would be the ones who would be actually using AI tools to create the change.
AI
right?
tools, yeah.
So there, this whole thing will have to be.
Yeah,
only
you are
desktops
absolutely
and
right.
stuff. That's
And
the
they
kind.
might still be using desktop workstation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They could be right now.
So because we again rightly told by you, sir. So what we have solutions like that also. For example, we have a software solution known as HP Anywhere, where you can utilize the power of a workstation remotely from your home. So you will your workstation is sitting in the office, like you rightly said. Let's say he is a creative with AI. A workstation will be sitting out of office, and you can take that power back home in your laptop by installing only one application, which is known as HP Anywhere, which was earlier known as HP Remote Graphics Software. People who would have heard it before. It was known as HP RGS. It has now renamed. We have again acquired an organization, which I am not sure you would know. Actually, I am also forgetting that name. Teradici, exactly. Someone rightly pointed out. Teradici. So we have acquired Teradici as an organization, which was again partnered with our competition for a very long time, and we had our own internal software as well. So we have combined the capabilities of both to have that remote access on our laptops as well. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Anyone else? Any question?
Power 16 series
Yeah.
is reading Intel Core Ultra and AMD Ryzen Pro.
Yeah, so AMD has also, so obviously we haven't talked about that because they're still to come on our mid-level machines, but AMD is also coming with the same processor infrastructure where they will have an NPU, CPU and GPU.
It is either Intel or AMD.
It will either Intel or
it is
AMD.
together
No.
something.
It will either be Intel machine or an AMD machine.
Options.
Yeah.
You're not launching Snapdragon based.
So yes, thank you so much, sir, for pointing that out. We have also launched EliteBook Ultra G1Q, which was already mentioned by Anand sir. It is there. I personally use that laptop now. I can show you my laptop as well. So it is known as EliteBook G1 Ultra Q, and it comes with Snapdragon Qualcomm processor. Now, obviously, when you see that it is a new entrant into a game where it was a monopoly for a very long time, and slowly it is becoming a duopoly, and let's hope that it becomes a duopoly which will be beneficial for all of us. But Qualcomm has entered a market where they doesn't have any dominance. But to be very honest, if you will see in the initial results that have come out of that processor, and I'm myself using that product, it's great. You will actually, obviously, a bit of problem will come in the infrastructure, because वो network router और उन सब जगहों पे maybe with drivers and all you will find a glitch here and there, but again with time that will get resolved. Why? Because it is a new processor, right? So obviously they would have tested on 1,000 things, but they might have missed on 5 things, right? So but that will come eventually when a lot of people will start using it. But as a new entrant, I'm telling you, it will kill the market. And HP is again the only organization that has that material available stock and sell. I think you can connect with Amar. It is available with our distributors. We are the only brand right now in the market which is that readily available. And it is a complete AI PC. When I talk about complete AI PC, for an AI application to work perfectly, it requires 45 TOPS and above on its NPU, which is 45 trillion operations per second, right? Currently, all the Ultra series processors is only 15 TOPS. Right now, currently in the world, only one processor is with 45 TOPS, which is Qualcomm Snapdragon. So automatically your performance will drastically improve in that particular machine. It is actually it is not that expensive also when you compare with your other premium machines.
So if I buy that machine right now and get all these current problems which are there.
Yeah. No, yeah, it will be resolved, but I'm telling you, I am working on it. I haven't faced any problem with that laptop. I'm just anticipating that it might be there. I have never faced a problem with my Wi-Fi or something like that, but I'm anticipating that the connectivity or the ecosystem sometimes might create a problem, and that too on a very minimal level. I feel it will get resolved quickly. Yeah. हाँ 100%. In the same PC. No. In the same PC. Microsoft and every other software vendor is also continuously evolving, right? Ultimately, the softwares will have to tweak a bit to release something which is compatible with the processors, and they are doing that. I don't see a challenge there. They have done their pre-work before launching it, and they are the dominant player in mobile phones, right? There's no one else apart from Qualcomm in Android ecosystem. So obviously they have a fair knowledge of how industry works. Yeah, it is with Windows. So yeah, that's something that I feel is the only thing that they will learn out of this ecosystem, because they are already worked with Android. Yeah. Perfect, guys. I will not take much of your time. There are other presentations also for you guys. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much, Sarthak. So what I understood is HP is ahead of time and HP is ready for future application, because as he mentioned, after 6 months or during the 6 months, there will be launch of different applications which will be based on AI, and the world is going towards that. And HP is ready with the hardware, and I'm sure you would need it for the end customers. Thank you very much, Sarthak. So before coming here, I was very hungry, and so Rohan was. Where is Rohan? Not there? Okay. So, so I was hungry, and so Rohan was, and we went to a Pizza Hut. And as soon as we went to a counter, he asked for the pizza size. क्या size आता है pizza में? 6, 8, 9, 10, 12. तो कौन सा ऑर्डर किया रहेगा पिज्जा? So Rohan ordered 12-inch pizza. And immediately the cash counter person said, "Sir, should I make 4 pieces?" And Rohan was said, "Yes, very much." AI platform was there, which recognized Rohan walking into the outlet, going to the cash counter, and it popped up on the screen that इसको 4 ही पीस बोलना, ज़्यादा मत बोलना. So when I ask Rohan, why is it so? तो बोलता है थोड़ा कम खाऊंगा ना तो अच्छा रहेगा. डॉक्टर ने बोला कम खाना, तो खाली 4 पीस खाऊंगा. So that's the AI platform, how the companies have been using it. So I asked the next presenter, if you have to be successful, what you have to be? What if you want to be a successful, what you have to be? And he said, कुछ भी बनना, you become anyone, but don't become engineer. So he said, you become anyone, but don't become eye specialist. Become anyone, but don't become eye specialist. So if you have to be successful, you don't have to be eye specialist. Leave that eye behind. और वो eye को चाहिए तो नीचे सुला दो और उसका ब्रिज बना के आगे चले जाओ. Right? So with this, I would like to welcome Amit here to take forward the next presentation.
Hi. Hi, good evening all. I'm Amit Goswami. I'm Business Development Manager for Digital Services. So digital services from a HPI has been sometime bring a question mark, right? We have been selling laptops, desktops, workstations, printers, where we have a lead. And suddenly there is a word called digital services. Now digital services has been something that is a very important thing. When you sell a machine, हम laptop बेचा है, हम workstation बेचा है, but service. Now service has been becoming a very important product. Service itself is a product nowadays. It's not that, okay, आज call किया, 2 दिन बाद आएंगे. No, everyone wants a resolution on time. Even now proactively I want a solution. And that is the reason now HP has come up with the digital services. So these are the three services which I'll cover. I know I'm the last speaker and I'm between the drinks, so don't worry, I'll not take much of your time. So this is what is the portfolio which I deliver. I have Wolf Protect, which is more on the security part of it. Then Proactive Insight, which is a software which really helps to proactively go inside and get the information, give the recommendation how a system should be working. Then I have HP Anywhere, which is Connect. So remotely we can connect anywhere, anything that we want to do it on the on-prem machines, I can do it with my own devices. And then printing solution is also under my portfolio, which I'll not cover today. So we'll talk about Proactive Insight first. So Proactive Insight, basically naam mein hi bahut kuch hai. Proactively it has been looking into the data. Proactively it has been checking whether the hard disk has been perfectly working fine, CPU has been working fine or not. Similarly, आप लोग बहुत परेशान होंगे blue dumb screen, which has been end user, अरे यार blue dumb screen. सबसे ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम्स कॉल रिकॉर्ड होती है, फिर एक ही सोल्यूशन मिलता है, रीस्टार्ट करो, बट नो. Now with the proactive insight, we'll go inside the data, we'll find the reason why this blue dump has been coming on the screen. Then the real-time contextual employee feedback, we can run the surveys, we can get the feedback from the employees, how they've been working, how the machine has been performing for them. So we'll have that particular interaction with this particular tool. And this works on any OEM. It's not restricted to only HP. Any other OEM vendor, any Windows platform, any Android, Mac, even on your cell phone, this Proactive Insight works and give the insights of how the system has been performing. So what are the benefits of Proactive Insight? Employee have the right devices. So basically some people are having a dump of softwares. Nobody knows whether really a Microsoft access has been required to X user or a particular software has been required to the Y user. Now we can see the utilization with this tool. What kind of fleet has been required? What kind of configuration would be good for an employee to work on? It has been not like that everyone is having an elite, right? So this can help to find out and do that particular analysis. Then deliver the device experience, basically the employee experience. Okay, proactively the machine is getting monitored. Basically, the director of the company has been sitting somewhere and their hard disk is getting over or a battery problem. So it will proactively tell that battery kharab hone wala hai, do something. It will help you to immediately log the case with the HP and get it arranged wherever the user is. Definitely the control with the IT team, but it will help you to proactively tell battery, hard disk, which are the major components of the machine. It will immediately tell. So as I mentioned, the right device, this is one of the example how it will get into that, to get the right device to the right user, how it can be analyzed and given. The refresh strategy can also be decided over here, whether a machine has been really giving a lot of trouble, how much time the machine has been utilized, whether the life cycle has been over, everything can be tracked. So the integration with any ITSM tool. So this is basically any ITSM tool can be integrated with this tool, and the directly ticket can be logged into the ITSM tool, like ServiceNow or any other which are the big players in the market. So we are really not overlapping any of the OEMs or UAM or API integration we are having, which is really help to work along with the unified endpoint management like Intune. So we are not overlapping Intune. We are going to work along with them. So these are the analytics dashboards. So like asset management, as I've mentioned, that it will help having all the insights, the data of the machine, what type of machine it is, what is the hardware configuration, then the fleet health, whether the patches are been updated, not updated, antivirus is updated or not updated, drivers, BIOS, the fleet security, it will also tell you whether the antivirus on the machine has been updated or not. The performance metrics, how it has been performing, whatever the threshold which has been set, are been working within that or not. So it will give you the complete dashboard scenario. This is the another, so this is basically the BIOS insight. It will give the BIOS insight. So this is the dashboard which will come, which will show the BIOS insight. The connectivity of the network it will show, and the automation if any recommendation solution has to be given, which can be given with the help of the insights that we achieve from the tool. This is basically a cloud-based solution. So service desk as the main where call get logged, they can immediately see on the dashboard and they can log the ticket. They can immediately send the resource to resolve the ticket, or there is any recommendation like the driver has been old or something, the proactive actions can be taken and we can prevent it, any incidents. So this is basically to see the same thing I have just mentioned, the firmware and all. So basically, as I have mentioned earlier, the surveys can also be run over here. So you can take their feedback, how they have been feeling right now. Are they been satisfied with the performance of their device? So a small surveys, a big surveys can easily send to the user and they can fill it. Like similarly over here, the small survey will come to the user. They can fill it. Yes, they have been okay, satisfied, not satisfied, can be filled. Sorry. The user experience with HP Telpus analytics, it will all PC peripherals, all health check will be done over here. And if there is any action which is required, so the end user can be updated that by this time your system will get restarted, we have updated the driver, similar things can be flashed. So this is the thresholds can be set. This is one of the dashboard examples that has been shown. So this was the HP Proactive Insight. Now I'm moving to the next service, which is Wolf Security. So in Wolf Security, we have 3 components. I'll cover only 2 today: endpoint security and track trace. So Wolf Protect is a game changer antivirus. So we have a next gen antivirus which is really at present it has been tested by the AV test and it has passed all the tests which is in the terms of protection, and this has been highly recommended by the government agencies in Japan. So they have been using this particular software. So HP Wolf Pro Security is basically having a 2 portfolios. So I'll talk about the small medium business, which is HP Wolf Pro Security, and the Protect and Trace, which is HP Wolf Connect that we talk. So basically expand to a differential higher value security offerings. It's a strategic value. We'll have good margins. Oh, sorry for that. and we can be utilized as a part of our managed services. It has been very important if we have been having a managed services with any customer for a stickiness. So this software is going to be a complete solution for the small and medium business. As I mentioned, full security suite for small and medium businesses, lower support burden while end user improving the end user experience, and easy management via cloud-based Wolf security, and self-service onboarding either partner or customer managed. So basically, it has been more important if partner has been managing these services, because that particular stickiness, the control, everything will be there, and you have been taking the load of your customer. So customer would be very happy, and the expenses will be less for them in that terms, because that overheads will get decreased. So I'll only talk about this particular section, how we are being differentiator from Symantec, McAfee and Microsoft. So all are been next gen antivirus, but from a threat containment perspective, we are the leaders. We contained the threat. So it has been going into a isolation. Okay, so it is not that it is having a signature to be updated every week and then it will take care of the threat. No, it will go and it will contain, so it will not impact the rest of the users or that particular other application and data on the machine. Hardware enforced security, which is we are the leader, so we are been providing compared to all others. Safe access to the quarantine files, the files which get contained, which get quarantined, we have a safe access to that, so it will not get spreaded. And then feasible options where what to do, what action has to be performed can be done.
Is this part of all your systems, or you have to buy it separately?
Pardon?
Do we have to buy separately, or it is part of all your laptops?
No, this can be purchased. This is a separate software. Yeah, but the feature of the software has been there, and it can be purchased with the machine or separately. It depends. It's a license based.
You're not bundling the systems?
We have not yet bundled it. It is a separate license has to be procured. So as I mentioned, the partner opportunity is basically move towards security. It's a very good portfolio nowadays. Security everyone wants. It is need that particular stickiness with the customer. We have a deployment service. From a financial perspective, you will get a higher margins, higher revenues, and the subscription definitely will have that particular interaction with the customer, which will bring more stickiness. So I moved to the Wolf Connect. Wolf Connect is basically a product which is coming along with the G10 onwards 2003 models post that, and it is at present no one in the market who is having this particular technology. We are the leaders. So we do have asset management and a data security both at the same time with Wolf Connect. How? So like existing fleet, it has been really difficult to track, to chase where it is without any network. If the machine is not on network, machine is kept it somewhere in the drawer, nobody knows it. So to have the answer now, we have all the answers in this particular product, which is Wolf Connect. So lower cost cellular based solution, which will track the machine even if it is powered off. Even if it is not powered on, it is not on network, we are going to track it, we are going to trace it where it is. Then if it has been, it can be recoverable, good enough. If it cannot be recoverable, then we can erase the entire data. So the data has been secured. So this is the two solutions that we have. One is the narrow band, which is a little expensive solution, which is LTE, which is normally a eSIM, which is having internet also for the communication, and then have the special cellular subscription, which is not having an internet connectivity, but it is having a connectivity with all the GPS, so it can be tracked where the device is globally. So, this is the solution architecture. Basically, this is the cloud-based management, unified operations, and the basically TechPulse has been also used over here like proactive insight, and the end user PCs are having a cellular module chip. So, basically how it works: find, lock and erase. It will find, it will track wherever it is globally, then it will lock and then erase the data. So, user loses the PC, user reports the loss to help desk, the help desk remotely lock the PC, and then help desk reported back whether it can be tracked, it found, it didn't found. If it has been found, PC can be recoverable, then the lock unlock key will be given. If it is not, then they will take the approval and erase the entire data. So, company data has been safe. So, this is what the business outcomes from Wolf Connect: asset management, data security, PC I can find, the life cycle sustainability, audit and compliance, and financial risk. So, all these are the business outcomes and benefit you are going to give your customers. So, this is the 4-layer solution. As I mentioned, I am just skipping it because this is the broadband and MNB I have just mentioned you. One is having internet and one is not having an internet. So, and this is the way it has been working. So, it communicate with the GPS and then establish the connection. Like SMS technology, there is a low bandwidth data links which is getting exchanged. So, this is just a description about it. Now, moving to the third and the last is about digital workspace, which is HP Anywhere. Anywhere is a remote working solution. So, basically it has been used for high designed customer who has been really working on designs, and like in media, in pharma, they are having a highly graphical use designs which need to be worked upon. So, as per the infrastructure, they can have their infrastructure anywhere, and on the go they can connect and work with the same resolution depending on the bandwidth. If the bandwidth has been good and if they are been even working on their mobile, they will get the same resolution to work on it. So, they can work, they can connect, and they can produce the similar results which they could have been given while sitting on either the workstation or on their high-end laptop. So, that has been not required. They can connect to their data center connected workstation or a high-end server, and they can remotely work and provide the similar results. So, this is what I was having it. Thank you very much. Any questions?
Anywhere is available as a free tool also, or is paid?
No, all are, sir, license based tools.
Like your competition, like, you know.
So, TeraDC, what Sarthak was mentioned. Anywhere is the upgrade version of TeraDC.
Consumer series, is it available free of cost? Like a lot of your competition is giving free tools.
No, these any one of the tools are not free, sir. These are been, but definitely if any.
That helps in terms of adoption, you know, because initially everybody will like to try.
Sir, we will give you the good discount. So.
Thank you very much.
No, this is not MOQ, sir. Basically, this is lessons based also. No, that was basically for proactive insight you were saying. That was basically when we were doing initial POC and all. That time it was mentioned that 250, but now we have been doing it for the even 100 users also. The POCs can be established. So anywhere POC has been required or a demo has been required, we are there, we will go. But majorly my recommendation is that we should have an internal knock kind of situation where we can directly support to the customer, because that will take the overheads of the customer. And Proactive Insight and Wolf both are kind of softwares which are having a different definition in market today from the competition. So maybe customer might have been a little hesitant at this stage because HP has been bringing a software, but if we are been selling it along with the box and after using it, definitely customer will bring that particular confidence.
Regarding your GPS connect with the laptops, if the battery is completely powered off or the battery is completely down, there will be a tracking.
Yes, sir. There will be, as I mentioned that like a SMS, there is a technology which has been used to communicate. So even though the battery has been drained, if it has been switched off completely, yes, for some time, definitely if it has been battery drained, for some time it will definitely communicate, and last location it can track where it is.
Mr. Amit?
Any other questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, sir.
The Proactive Insight, will it be across all vendors? That is, I can install
Yeah,
it
yeah.
on any of the hardware?
Any of the fleets.
It's not necessary to be installed only on HP?
No.
Okay.
It can work on Lenovo, it can work on Mac, it can work on even Android phones. So it's a agent based communication. So agent has to be installed and then it can communicate. Any other questions? Yes, sir, we need a license. One-on-one is the license, but it is it's a concrete license. We don't have a perpetual license. So the one person can means multiple person can use one license. It's not a named licenses which is for the anywhere.
He is asking for Windows license. Windows RDP required. Windows RDP license.
No, Windows license has not been.
Remote desktop protocol license for Windows.
No, we are been using PC over IP. So PC over IP is the communication channel for anywhere, and it is not required.
Not a remote basically.
No, it is not that particular remote. Like it is not a replacement of RDP. So it has been basically an intense working where real people need. Now, otherwise I have to buy a designer a 3 lakh of rupees of laptop, whereas my 5 designers in a different shifts can work on same device. So that is where the technology is.
How is it different from the cloud servers or the cloud CPU servers which are available?
So it has been supportable. No? It can be on the cloud. I can connect to any cloud server, any cloud technology. I am not competing with VMware here. I am been supporting VMware here. So VMware having a different modules, but my module is to work on a higher graphics. So I am not competing with any of the cloud-based solutions. But I am really complementing it because my solution can work on any environment. Now, if a person is on completely on VMware, so they have to think 100 times to move to Azure or cloud, or that restriction is not with me. I can work on any of the platforms. No questions? Right, thank you so much.
थैंक यू वेरी मच अमित। कितने लोगों के साथ ऐसा हुआ है कि when you buy a ticket for the train और उस टाइम पे टिकट चेकर नहीं आता है, लेकिन when you don't buy a ticket you see lots of ticket checkers। होता है ऐसा किसी के साथ में? हाँ, ऐसा होता है ना? सो अभी मेरे को बहुत भूख लगी है, लेकिन स्टार्टर वाला एक भी बार मेरे पास नहीं आया। So we have, ladies and gentlemen, please listen. We have a feedback form in the announcement group, which has been given by the HP team. I request all of you to fill up the feedback form. थैंक यू सो मच, थैंक यू सो मच. तो थोड़ी तकलीफ मेरे को यूं भी इसके लिए भी हो रही थी कि मैं वहां पे देख रहा था एंड दे वर ऑल एंजॉइंग द स्टार्टर्स इन दैट कॉर्नर, बट ठीक है, मजा आया. थैंक यू वेरी मच अमित फॉर द नाइस प्रेजेंटेशन. सो गैदरिंग फ्रॉम द प्रेजेंटेशन आई हैव इज, it was a very insightful session for the proactive insights by Amit. So utilization of applications and required configuration for that. So if end user is using certain application, whether that machine or that system is a resourceful or not, that will be very helpful for the IT team. Utilization of applications. So certain applications they may not be utilizing and they might be, resource hungry. So you can act on that. And it can also help you to address hardware issues like hard disk and charger, and which things are nearing the life cycles and also many things which has been provided by proactive insights. So next thing was wolf security. तो मैंने मेरे लड़के को पूछा, how do I protect my system with security? तो उसने बोला खिड़कियां बंद कर दो. Okay, so here we are fortunate enough to have with us a special person who is none other than HP Regional Manager, Mr. Karthik Vijayan. Please help me welcoming Mr. Karthik Vijayan.
I actually stopped at special person, but still, thank you for the introduction. So yes, my name is Karthik Vijayan. I manage the distribution business for Mumbai region. Audio? सुना इधर है? मेरी टीम चिल्ला रही है भाई, सब लोग स्टार्टर खा रहे हैं. So यही problem है. Over a period of last 1 or 2 years, since I've been attending events, this is the one thing that I've learned. Closing note कभी मत दो. कुछ खास बोलने के लिए बचा नहीं because of so many special presentations from Infobahn, from our own HP friends, सार्थक, अमित. तो बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं समझने के लिए, सोचने के लिए. But in these last 2 years, I am at least happy since I've been in this business that I can finally see some familiar faces, because initial events I used to think यार कोई पहचानता ही नहीं है. Okay, I used to just greet myself, introduce myself, but finally after the long struggle of 1.5 years, I can say there are people who recognize me, and I'm happy, and thank you for your support for coming here. It's always happy to see a full house. That is number one. With the presentations that we see out here, so just a crux, basically what we are talking about is solution selling and consultative approach. Let us get back the solution selling approach back to the game instead of just talking prices. That is what my conclusion is of all we have seen here and nothing else. Rest, I'm not going to bore you too much because I just saw a guy pull out his phone to play Candy Crush. So, and this is a fact. I'm not going to point him out. But okay, so we can definitely discuss over drinks. But before that, I just want to call my team and the Infobahn team, everyone out here. Okay, you'll have to know who our heroes are, who are on field continuously, talking to you guys, probably over phone, over WhatsApp. You might not have seen their faces. And this is the opportunity, I feel, where we should introduce ourselves. So guys, please, Pranita, Yashvi, Ajay. अरे हाय नहीं बोलना है भाई, ऊपर आना है. आनंद दवे सर, अक्षय, everyone, Pranita, I mean Infobahn Pranita. Please. Amar Shetty, Amar भाई किधर है? Without him. Come, Drawson fast. Akshay and the other 2 guys also, please. So this is the entire team of HP. Amar is here. Bye. A round of applause for this guy. So is Anand also here in the room? आनंद भाई, हाँ नहीं ठीक है, हम काम कर लेंगे आप हमारा. So this is the team, guys. So thank you again for coming. Let's enjoy our time. Okay, let's catch up over drinks and dinner. And जितने भी सवाल अरे आ जाइए आनंद और जितने भी सवाल हैं सब आनंद अमित सार्थक तो निकल लिया तो इन्हीं को पूछना. Okay, let's just meet each other. Let's introduce ourselves and have a great time. Thank you so much, guys, for coming.
Just wait, have a seat. Please don't leave, we have a vote of thanks. Please be seated. Thank you very much, Karthik, for your kind words. So कार्तिक ने कहा कि थोड़े थोड़े दिनों के बाद में you see us, you can see quite often to us. सिर्फ HP ऑर्गेनाइजेशन नहीं एक्वायर करता है या एसोसिएशन भी? Thank you very much, Karthik. So going forward, once upon a time एक छोटा लड़का था. अभी कोई फेस्टिवल गया रिसेंटली? हाँ अभी कौन सा फेस्टिवल गया है? बिकॉज दिस इज द एंडिंग, वी आर गोइंग टू द एंडिंग. रक्षाबंधन, या ओके. सो recently we celebrated रक्षाबंधन and that's how I just got to know about the story. And I said वो जो छोटा बच्चा था वो जुहू में अपनी सिस्टर के साथ में he was playing. And after playing half an hour and so, they were just walking home. और उसमें they see a toy shop. और वहाँ पे toy shop में उसकी sister ने बोला I want to buy a doll. And then this guy says okay, let's go and buy a doll. तो जब वो doll buy करने गया, then sister said which doll should I buy? So he said buy whichever you want. Then she selected the biggest doll, which was costing let's say 90 rupees at that particular time. तो अभी the shopkeeper was looking at the owner and says क्या करना है इसका? तो बोलता है दे दो. तो then the shopkeeper gave the doll to the sister and the shopkeeper asked the boy, can you make the payment? तो बोलता है हाँ कितना करना है? बोलता है 90 rupees. सो उसने अपने पॉकेट में से सी सेल्स निकाले और डाल दिए. उसने पूछा गिन लीजिए. मैंने तो गिना नहीं है, अगर कम है तो बोलो, मैं और दूसरे पॉकेट से निकाल के सी सेल्स दे देता हूं. एंड द शॉपकीपर गेव दैट डॉल टू दैट लेडी, दैट गर्ल. और वो जाने के बाद में जब उनके आदमियों ने पूछा सर आपने तो नुकसान कर दिया, सी सेल्स में आपने 90 रुपए का डॉल दे दिया. बोलता है जब वो बड़ा होगा ना, that time he will realize that how to behave with the people, how to work with them, and he will be very generous. And that's the reason I gave that doll in against the sea cells. So please help me welcoming our generous chairman, Mr. Nilesh Karakia.
I think, thank you. I'm sure we are all have become generous and we have been enjoying this event. So let me thank Infobahn and HP team for this, giving us this opportunity to meet again, enjoy and know the latest happening. Actually, have you noticed what is HP saying? Products are there, but don't forget the solutions, right? So remember, the solutions are very important part, and that is what is going to give us more margin, more money. Okay, so thank you very much, Anand sir, for giving us this opportunity to be with you. And our members present over here, and of course our board members. Without this, which is not possible. So enjoy, and the bar is open. Thank you.